Sir, I have a pet peeve I'd like to ask you about, yung use of state resources for the campaign. I'm wondering lang po, what is allowed and what is not allowed as far as, using, for example, government TV or radio time by candidates, for example.
State resources are not allowed to be used for partisan political purposes, period.
Yes, sir.
No distinctions, no qualifications. If it's government resources, it cannot be used for partisan political campaign.
Yes, sir. Well, that much, sir, is clear. Pero my question has to do with this. For example, if the president endorses a candidate and endorses the candidate in a public occasion, does it over RTVM or PTB4? How does that work?
See, that's the area where it gets kind of tricky. First of all, under civil service rules, political positions like elected officials,
yes, sir,
they are given a lot of leeway in terms of endorsing candidates. They're not supposed to conduct themselves in a partisan manner, but they are allowed to express their preferences. No. The problem with an institution like RTV is that it has to cover the president. So if the president says something that expresses his political opinion and RTV broadcasts it afterwards, then that's something that happens, right? But it would be different if a candidate were to gain exclusive access to RTV and RTV were to push the candidacy of a particular candidate, then that would be a clear violation.
Sir, what if...
in the first case, it's just RTV doing its job of covering the president.
Yes, sir. Sir, what if, without naming any names, what if a candidate, a particular candidate is given coverage by RTVM or any other government institution, or any other government broadcast
Sabihin mo na,
agency?
bongo, kunwari.
Hypothetical lang yan, hypothetical. If there is such a case as that, is that allowed?
Well, if they cover everyone, then it should be all right, no? But if someone were to prove that there's preferential coverage of one candidate or the other, then that they might run afoul of that rule.